So yeah, generally we can mute also. Otherwise, I request all the devotees. So if we have some certain rule like this, whenever I say your name, then only you can unmute it and can speak, because you are all very yeah, so known this kind of system. So that's why you all know this system. So what I will say, you can unmute whenever needed. That means whenever you can raise the hand. So after raising the hand, so if I take the someone's name, devotee's name, they can so speak, unmuting, and they can speak. So that it's no need to all the time unmuting myself, and it will be taking time. So we'll follow that kind of disciplinary thing. Okay, so if you come to the now the original topic, so we are going to study in this course Sārārtha Darśini. It is the Tīkā given by Śrīla Viśwanātha Thākura, and we are going to study from Sanskrit to English in the Sanskrit text. So we'll take Sanskrit text, and using that text, so I will try to translate into English language, and you can follow that. And also this course will be continued for 50 sessions. So my voice is audible, or can I?
Yes, Prabhuji.
It's clear. Okay. Okay. So this course will be going for 50 sessions, and we will be having according to Indian time, we'll be having the classes on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 3 days in a week. And every session, it will go for 1.5 hours. And yeah, so we'll see. So I will follow like this. I will teach some topic, and then after that, I will ask all of you to ask questions. And then you can ask questions, then I will answer. And once again, I will take the topic, and I will keep on continuing like this. So like that, chunk by chunk, I will teach, and in between we can ask the questions when I say to ask questions. So like this system we follow. And also, yeah, it's 50 sessions. It needs really a very focused effort, because within 50 sessions of finishing this whole canto, first canto, Sārārtha Darśini, it needs that means proper utilization of time. Okay, so that will be considered. And also I will request all of you to ask the relevant questions according to the topic. Then it will be more, we can utilize the time nicely. And next thing is, what about the material? Yeah. So fortunately, I'm very much thankful to His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj, because I asked permission to share his material, that means his translation, and he accepted for this. And also we will sharing to everyone the translation, English translation. Bhanu Maharaj translated Sārārtha Darśini to English language, so that we can use. And I will share with all of you. Okay. Then that is very, yeah, so good thing happened. And I don't give any material from my side. So I will be sharing with all of you that translation. Most of the devotees might be having already that translation. So even officially also we can share, because Maharaj gave the permission. So this is the thing. And so why actually the need of this course? You might be thinking, so Prabhu, why we need this kind of course? So this kind of question may come into your mind. The need of this course is, yeah. We request all of the devotees to mute their mics. Dheeraj Prabhu, all the devotees, please cooperate. Okay. The need of this course is there. And first of all, qualification we should check. We should see. The qualification is given for this course is, every student must have read the purports of Srila Prabhupada on the first canto. Because Srila Prabhupada is our founder Acharya, and we should approach Krishna through the Guru Parampara. So Prabhupada is our Acharya and he gave the purports. We should first of all read the purports of Srila Prabhupada. Then after that, to relish further, Hare Krishna. Yeah. So to relish further, because by going through the Acharya's commentary, we can definitely see the varietiness in the presentation of the Srimad Bhagavatam purports. So that's why this will be definitely helping us to increase our interest and taste for the Srimad Bhagavatam. Srila Prabhupada has taken his purports, that means he gave his purports from the previous Acharya's commentaries by seeing, like especially Sridhar Swami's commentary, Srila Viśwanātha's commentary, and Srila Swami's commentary. These mainly, and also Veera Raghava-acharya's commentary. These four Acharyas, their commentaries are Vaishnava commentaries and very wonderful, and especially Sridhar Swami and Viśwanātha Thākura and Jiva Goswami both are our coming under our Guru Parampara, Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara. So these commentaries are approved commentaries, and Sridhar Swami's commentary is also approved by the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that's why we also see that Prabhupada is writing his commentary on his purports based upon the Srila Sridhar Swami's commentary also. And also Veera Raghava-acharya, he is from the Sri Vaishnava Sampradaya. But many times you can see in the purports, Prabhupada is giving commentary or purport based upon Veera Raghava-acharya's commentary also. So this is the one more thing. So out of these four commentaries, especially, and also sometimes he follow Vallabhacharya's commentary also, not other commentaries. Prominently, he will follow these four. So to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, so Sridhar Swami's commentary is the beginning actually. Every Acharya follows Sridhar Swami, and based upon his commentary only, so they will further expand. So one may say that one commentary is there, then why we need another few more commentaries? The need is, yeah, there is a need is there. Bhagavatam is having the many meanings and also many deep meanings. So like in the Sandarbha definition also, Gudārthasya Prakāṣasya Sārokti Sreshtata Tata Nanārthavatvam Vedyatvam Sandarbha Katyate Budaihi. So any text definite Sandarbha, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, is having so many secret meanings and so many meanings, different meanings, and also the essence is also seen by the different acharyas in different ways. So that's why by studying other acharyas' commentaries, it helps us to develop our taste for the Bhagavatam. And Bhagavatam is our life and soul. As a Gaudiya Vaishnava practitioner, for us, Srimad Bhagavatam is the life and soul. And it is also highest scripture, and it is the highest pramana based upon which we are all establishing the Gaudiya Vaishnava Siddhanta. We can see that in the Shat Sandarbhas. So still some voice is coming actually, I think. Okay, I will mute. Okay. And especially, yeah, Viśwanātha Thakur commentary is having the feature of Rasa. We'll be seeing that in further classes. He will be presenting the Bhagavatam in such a way, like lively two people are sitting and discussing. It looks very personal and also is very appealing, and we can see the mood actually. you can clearly, that means his commentary reflects the mood of the speaker and the listener. In Bhagavatam, you can see there are so many speakers and there are so many listeners. Like you can see in the beginning, so Sota Goswami and Saunakadi Rishis, the conversation is happening between these two. Then after that, further, if you go Vasudev, and after that, Vasudev, Narada Muni, the conversation, like this, you'll be seeing these so many conversations. When you see those slokas and the commentary of Srila Viśwanātha Thakur, if you follow, you'll be finding the rasa actually. They are directly speaking, and also you'll be able to catch the mood of the speaker also, and also the listener. So that it will be very much appealing to us to relish more and more Srimad Bhagavatam. So that's why this name of this course is given Bhagavata Rasotsavam. It is a Rasa Utsavam, Bhagavata Rasa Mahotsavam. So the rasa of the Bhagavata is extracted by the Viśwanātha Thakur, and it is given for us. So that's why it is a Rasotsavam. One second. Yeah. And one more main reason, we can see the Srila Prabhupada purports are very much appealing for the present day society, especially Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarini. Prabhupada is refuting a lot of the time to refuting the Mayavadi philosophy, and also Paschatya Desha Tarini means he is also defeating the modern materialism and Shunyavada. Shunyavada means the Buddhist people, they have the philosophy of Shunyavada, and that is also entered into our society and in the thoughts of the people. We may not see as it is the previous philosophies which are not authentic, but we can see these all philosophies in the subtly entered into our day-to-day life. So that's why Prabhupada is especially writing all his purpose based upon that, means with the intention of destroying all these misconceptions and establishing the bhakti as supermost thing. So that's why it is the beginning. We should start our study of Srimad Bhagavatam with Srila Prabhupada's purpose. Then after that, to 500 years back, that means almost all 300 years back, you can see the Viśwanātha Thakur appears. And at that time, society is different, and the commentary is also reflecting the present, that time society, and also the mood of the Apsampradaya, whatever are there at that time to destroy. The commentaries are written, and also to exhibit the rasa, the mood of the author also will be different. So that's why definitely we'll get benefit from the studying the Viśwanātha Thakur's commentary. And one should not think that here my humble request is we are not trying to surpass or trying to show something differently from the Srila Prabhupada's purport, but actually our intention is to make you more and more understand, make you more and more familiar and more competent to understand the purports of the Srila Prabhupada very nicely and better way. So with that intention only we are going to do this course, and we are all the followers of our previous Acharya. Okay, so this is the mood actually. Our mood is not to establish something other than the Prabhupada. No, actually we have to glorify. So by attending this course, we should glorify and appreciate more and more the purports of Srila Prabhupada. So that should happen, and that's a prerequisite also is kept. The qualification for this course or eligibility for this course is they must study the purports of Srila Prabhupada. Must have studied the purports of Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Now, okay, we will be starting with the first sloka of the Srimad Bhagavatam. All of you know the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. This is the ripened fruit of the Vedic literature, and it is essence of the all the Vedic literature. Nigama kalpataror dalitam phalam sukamukad amruta drava samyutam. It is fully filled with the different kinds of the juices and nectarian juices. So that's why whoever is interested in this juice, so they should study the Srimad Bhagavatam. And Śrīla Jiva Goswami establishes in Tattva Sandarbha the glory of Srimad Bhagavatam. He will be approaching from the 10 pramanas, and after that, if you see further discussion, and he will be establishing Srimad Bhagavatam as the highest literature, and it is the highest, topmost pramana, and it doesn't need any other to authenticate this pramana, this Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is Swayam Prakasha. Swayam Prakasha means self-illuminating. Like you see, any object in this dark room, actually, any dark room, one object is there. If you want to see that object, what you have to do? You need a lamp. Like example, in the dark room, there is a pen is there. Black pen is there, black color pen. So then you cannot see that pen in the dark room. You need a lamp for that. When you bring a lamp near to that, then we can see the pen easily. The same way, but here the pen is not self-illuminating. It needs some other one. Lamp, it needs the lamp. But if you see the lamp doesn't need another lamp. A lamp is showing itself. So that's why a lamp is self-illuminating and pen is illuminated by others. This is the example actually. You can take this example. Srimad Bhagavatam is also self-illuminating. It doesn't need any other scriptures to authenticate. Just by studying the words and their meanings, we can easily understand the Srimad Bhagavatam. It doesn't need any other further explanations. But still, Srila Prabhupada also gave the purpose, and also previous acharyas gave the purpose, just to help us, to help the readers, because we are not so intelligent enough. So that is for helping us and also to show us the variegatedness in that. So that's why we should definitely take the help of previous acharyas, exalted acharyas. Otherwise, Bhagavatam, we are not questioning the supremacy of the Bhagavatam, the feature of the Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is self-illuminating. It doesn't need any other one to show that. So, okay. This is the glory of the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. And it is the personification of the Lord. Purana Kodunoditaha. So when Lord is leaving back to his abode, so along with the Dharma and the Jnana, so at that time, so Lord gave this Srimad Bhagavatam for us. So he manifested himself in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. To destroy all the ignorance of this present society, Srimad Bhagavatam is given for us. 5,000 years back, so Śrīla Vyasadeva, so foreseeing the future, in the Kali Yuga, people will be very, that means Manda Sumanda Matayo, Manda Bhagya Hipadrita. The Kali Yuga people always hesitated by the different modes, especially passion and ignorance, and also very dull-headed and not having the proper guidance about the goal of the life. Because of all these reasons, so we are all completely misguided because of our dull-headedness and lack of intelligence. And problem will be increasing day by day. So then what is the solution? You might be seeing this so many different people in our society. they are giving the different solutions. So like communism, like the capitalism, like thisism, thatism, like this. This is coming. Screen sharing is done by whom? I don't know. Okay. So like this, many types of solutions are given by the society, people, so-called well-wishers of the society. But what is the real solution? The real solution is the Bhagavatam actually. Bhagavatam is giving the direction for our life. It is describing the goal of the life. That is Krishna, and Krishna Prema is the goal of the life. And people are completely misguided, and they are defining the goal of life according to their capacity of the thinking, according to their mental capacity. But our speculation cannot be a final truth. So that's the final goal for what we are there, and for what purpose we should live, and what is the goal of our life. That is described by the Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the Krishna Prema is the Prayojana. And what is the Abhideya? To get that Krishna Prema, Abhideya, that is Bhakti. Bhakti is the Abhideya. So that's why Srimad Bhagavatam gives the direction for the entire society in all the ways, materially and also spiritually. Materially also, how the life has to be led. And also Bhagavatam is discussing the various kinds of the bhaktis. So bhakti also, Suddha Bhakti is there, Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti, Guni Bhuta Bhakti, and also it is telling about the significance of the other sadhanas. So how they are not equal to or superior to the bhakti, that also we can see in the Bhagavatam. Ultimately, Bhagavatam is giving for us the practice, what we should practice. By seeing the Bhagavatam only, our acharyas gave our sadhana. Whatever the acharyas are giving for us, waking up early morning and doing the Mangalarati and chanting, all these actually so derived from the Srimad Bhagavatam, whatever practice we are doing, and the mood of our sampradaya and also our organization, everything is based upon the Bhagavatam only. So that's why Bhagavatam is like a sun, and it is in the light of the Srimad Bhagavatam we should see the things. We should see the relationship between the individuals in the society, and also in the light of the Srimad Bhagavatam only we should see the other things, dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. Everything should be seen in the light of Srimad Bhagavatam. What kind of activities we should do in our life, day-to-day life, and what kind of sense gratification we can do, and what kind of types, how much we can earn. Everything actually, everything is guided by Srimad Bhagavatam. And ultimately, what is the goal of the life? This is also described by the Srimad Bhagavatam. Also, Srimad Bhagavatam is describing the various types of the bhaktis. So definitely we should study the Srimad Bhagavatam, so to make our life successful. And it is only the hope for this entire creation in this time. And mercifully, Vasudev compiled, and very mercifully, Siddhar Swami gave the commentary on this, because Srimad Bhagavatam is Samadhi Bhasha. It is written in the Samadhi. It is compiled by Vasudev in his Samadhi. So that's why you can see. So Vasudev, so after bewilderment, that means the despondency. You cannot say bewilderment, that is only the Leela. So he was having the despondency after writing all the Vedic literature, like all the Vedas. So then after that, Vasudev was instructed by the Narada Muni to compile the Srimad Bhagavatam. And because bhakti was not described very thoroughly in other literatures, he mentioned, but very thoroughly it was not discussed. So that's why he gave. So purely, exclusively glorifying the bhakti. And with dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam sata. So with pure intention and with purely describing the glory of the bhakti, he compiled this book, which is clearly showing the goal of the life. So that's why the Srimad Bhagavatam is very much important literature for us. We should study. Not only everyone should study, everyone should understand in the light of previous Acharya's purpose, in the light of previous Acharya's Tīkā. Okay, so Vyasadeva, and after Sridhar Swami, then after that Viśwanātha Cakravartī, Jiva Goswami and Viśwanātha Thakur, so many Acharyas, they gave the commentaries. So we'll be seeing among them. So Viśwanātha Thakur comment. Okay, now we'll start now the first sloka. I'll be sharing the screen for all of you, and we'll recite the sloka. Maybe you may not able to. I may not give to everyone time. That's I will decide. You can all hear, or if you are able to follow, you can also. If you are able to sing, you can also sing. No problem. Okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Janmatyasya yatonvaya itarataraschatveshvabhignaswarat Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaye Muhyanti Yatsuraya Tejo Vari Mrudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrusha Dhamna Svena Sada Nirastakukam Satyam Param Dhimahi. So this is the first sloka. We will see the basic meaning of the sloka. So you all read the purport and also the translation given by the Srila Prabhupada. So now, we are seeing here just based upon the Sanskrit, the meaning of this sloka. You can note, you can take your copy, you can note it if you feel it is helpful for you. Gradually, so you can make the notes and some important points if they are there, then I will also make all of you to know. Okay. Translation, Prabhupada translation, you might have. I read. Even once I will read the translation of Srila Prabhupada. Then after that, we can see the basic explanation of this sloka based upon the Sanskrit also. So understanding Sanskrit also is very helpful to understand the commentary, where to break and how to see the sloka. If you learn how to break the sloka, then after that commentary will become very easy, because this is maybe you might not be having the Sanskrit background, no problem. Patiently you try to follow one class, two class, and I will request to follow patiently. After maybe 5-10 classes, everything will become familiar for you. Initially you may feel, oh my god, this is so much Sanskrit is there, and how to digest, and you may feel, but definitely I request all of you this kind of teaching will definitely help you and have a patience actually. Utsahat nischayat dhairya. You should have enthusiasm and also determination. Everyone should determine themselves. So to do all these 50 sessions, even if you are not able to do sometimes, so we'll be uploading the recording. So you can hear those recordings, but prefer to come to the class. Huh? So recording, don't try to depend on just recordings because recording is like all the time our mind will cheat. I will hear, but we cannot hear actually at any time. So like that time will keep on going and finally our life also will be ending. So that's why I request all of you to attend the class with enthusiasm in every session. You be present. Also, I request to have a patience. So to sync with the teacher also, there is a need of this some time actually. So that's why I request all of you also to take some time and some patience to sync with the teacher. And also I also need to sync with all of you. And with the mutual cooperation, we go further. Okay. I request a devotee to read the translation. Please raise your hand. Who wants to read? So Shubhana Vrinda Mataji. You want me to share the screen? Okay, 1 second. You can. Oh, it's unmute. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat pranams to everybody, with your permission.
Yes.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada.
No, translation.
O my Lord, Shri Krishna, son of Vasudev, O all-pervading personality of Godhead, I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. I meditate upon Lord Shri Krishna because he is the absolute truth and the primeval cause of all causes of the creation, sustenance and destructions of the manifested universes. He is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and he is independent because there is no other cause beyond him. It is he only who first imparted the Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahmaji, the original living being. By him, even the great sages and demigods are placed into illusion. As one is bewildered by the illusory representation of water seen in fire or land seen on water. Only because of him do the material universes temporarily manifested by the reaction of the three modes of nature appear factual, although they are unreal. I therefore meditate upon him, Lord Shri Krishna, who is eternally existent in the transcendental abode, which is forever free from the illusory representation of the material world. I meditate upon him, for he is the absolute truth. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhupada.
Thank you, Madhuri. Hare Krishna. Okay. If you want to understand any sloka, first of all, we should go with the verb. Any sentence, you can see any sentence in our day-to-day life will definitely having the one verb. Without verb, can you find any sentence? There is no sentence actually. For example, I am temple. So there is no verb actually. I am going to temple. I am to temple. So if you remove the going, we can see, if you remove the verb, then there is no sentence at all. That cannot be considered as sentence. Sentence means verb should be there. Because our life is fully filled with the actions. Everything in our life is is nothing but the actions. Our life is comprised of various actions. So that's why we want to express the actions. Like you see, mobile is on the table. Is telling the satta. That means the existence of the mobile on the table. So that's why without a verb, so you cannot frame any sentence in any language. Maybe English, Hindi, or Tamil, or any Sanskrit, or any. So that's why you can see every sloka is a sentence. When you rearrange subject, next object and verb, or subject, verb, and object, and based upon the language, this sequence will be changing. Subject, verb, and object. Rama goes to temple. So goes, that means in English language, subject, verb, and object. This is the sequence we follow. But in the Sanskrit, so there is no sequence. Rama goes to the temple. To the temple goes Rama. You cannot make like this in English language. You cannot really change the order of the subject, verb, and object. But in Sanskrit language, it is not like that. Ramaha mandiram gacchati. Ramaha mandiram gacchati. Gacchati Ramaha mandiram. Mandiram gacchati Ramaha. You can arrange in any fashion, but meaning is one only, same meaning. But that is not possible in English or any other languages other than the Sanskrit. Ram mandir jata hai mandir Ram. This is not possible. That is not having any meaning actually. That way in other languages, that means other than the Sanskrit language, if you change the order of the subject, verb, and object, which is meant for that language, then that sentence is not going to have any meaning. But in the Sanskrit language, there is no order. There is no need of any order of the subject, verb, and object. So that's why what you have to do, if you want to understand any sloka, first of all, you have to see you should make the order in what language you want to learn or you want to get the meaning. So based upon that language, you should make the order. Like in English language, what is the order? We need subject, verb, and object. So since our course in English language, so we should follow this subject, verb, and object. That means in this sloka, there is subject is also there, there is verb is there is an object also is there. So to understand this meaning of this sloka, what you have to do? You should first of all dig the verb. Why verb only? Because any sentence is possible only after having the verb. So that's why verb is must in any sentence. So that's why, but sometimes there is no need of, to make a sentence, there is no need of subject also. Go. Someone is in front of you, you may say to them, go. You go, you may not say go. You say go, that means there is a verb is there, but there is no subject. Go to the temple. Go to the temple, then subject is there, verb is there and object is there. There is no subject. And you go, you may say like this also, but there is no object. You go is also sentence, go is also sentence, go to the temple is also sentence, and it is conveying the meaning. But if you don't say go, and if you simply say you to the temple, then there is no meaning actually in that. In that combination of words, there is no meaning is coming. So that's why verb is the must actually in any sentence. The must thing you should first pick out. Because if you try to find the subject, sometimes it may present and it may not present in any sentence. So that's why there is no compulsory that subject should be there or object should be there, or otherwise instrumental case. Like you have total how many cases? 6 cases are there. First is subject, object, verb, subject, object, instrument, and sampradana, apadana, and adhikarana. So this kind of these remaining karakas, remaining things, that means instrument or sampradana, apadana, and the adhikarana, they may possible or they may not possible in this. They may there and they may not be there in the sentence, but verb will be there. So okay, first you find the verb from the sloka, and then after that, after finding the verb, who is doing that activity? Verb denotes or shows the activity. So then who is doing that activity? And after doing that activity, the result is going to whom? So that also you should see that result, it is going to whom, that is known as object. So like Ram cooks food. If you see this sentence, Rama cooks food. What is the activity is going on? Cooking activity is going on. So cooking activity is going on, and who is cooking? That means cooking means what? You should clean the rice. You should put that rice in the one bowl and put water and lit the fire. This is the total activities. These are all the different activities involved in cooking. So including all these activities, so we gave the one word cook. The cook activity is, the cooking activity is done by whom? By the Rama. So that's the Rama is subject. So after doing the cooking, so what is happening? What is the purpose of cooking? The hard rice is becoming the soft. Softness is coming in the rice. So this softness, bringing the softness is the result actually. Is going to where? Is going to whom? Is going to whom? It is going to the rice. The hard rice, softness is coming in whom? So in the rice. So that's why rice is what? Rice is the object. Rama is the subject. And cooking is the verb, action. Okay. So like this, you should understand subject, object, and verb. Basic things, these are all. Now, we will try to find the verb. To understand the meaning of this sloka, we'll try to understand the first, we'll try to find out the verb. So what is the verb? Dhimahi. Because maybe you may not be knowing the Sanskrit much, but you can learn Sanskrit from this explanation. Because you see, children also learning the language, how they are learning? Because they are not going to the school to learn the language. They are just seeing the usage of the language, observing that, and they are getting. Similarly, you can get Sanskrit language also. I'm using the Sanskrit language, and you always try to follow carefully, and you will also get that language. So at least to some extent, you'll definitely get. So the verb is dhimahi. Dhimahi is the verb. What is the meaning of dhimahi? So you can see, I pay obeisances. Satyam, I meditate upon, or I pay obeisances. Who is saying this dhimahi? So who is the compiler of Srimad Bhagavatam? Who is compiling? Who is writing this book? Vasudev is writing. And this is the Mangalacharana sloka of this Bhagavatam. In Bhagavatam, there are 3 Mangalacharana slokas are there. First one, second one, and third one. These 3 are known as Mangalacharana slokas. What is the purpose of Mangalacharana sloka? Mangalacharana sloka invoke the auspiciousness in the readers, and also for the writer also. When he write any book, he will be glorifying the Lord, or otherwise it can be 3 types actually. Mangalacharana ultimately bring the auspiciousness for the reader and also for the writer. So one is the Namaskaratmaka Mangalacharanam. That means in that Mangalacharanam, author will be paying obeisances to the Lord or for his Ishta Devata. So now here, this is the Namaskaratmaka Mangalacharanam. Vasudev is paying obeisances to the Lord. Second one is Ashirvadatmaka Mangalacharana Sloka, where the author will give the blessings to the readers. And so Vastu Nirdeshatmaka. Sometimes author will be glorifying the object which he is going to explain in that book. And he'll be indicating the object which he is going to explain. So whatever object he's going to explain, so that will be, so mentioning in that Mangalacharanam. Then it is known as Vastu Nirdeshatma. So this is, so Namaskaratmaka Mangalacharanam. Here, so Vasudev is paying obeisances. That means here in this Aham, I means Aham. Aham is not there. Aham Dhimahi. Actually, this word should be, but sometimes, you make sentences now without subject also. I told just a few minutes back. So that's possible. So Aham Dhimahi. Dhimahi is the verb. You should first pick the verb and keep with you. Then what you should do? Dhimahi means you should first understand the meaning of that verb. What is the verb? I pay obeisances, paying obeisances. So who is paying obeisances? Immediately, if you hear going, by hearing this action, immediately in your mind, what you'll get? Oh, who is going? He is going, she is going, cat is going, or you are going, or I am going. What? Who is the doer? Immediately you'll get. So first, that's what we should do to understand any sloka. Pick the verb. Then after that, who is doing that action? You should see. Dhimahi. This verb is indicating the Uttama Purusha Pradama Ekavachan, Uttama Purusha Ekavachan. So that's why that means I should be the subject. But you can see in the sloka, Aham is not there. Then you should imagine that Aham Dhimahi. That means I pay obeisances. That means paying obeisances. To whom he is paying? When you ask the question to whom, whatever answer is coming, that will be the object. So that means Vasudev is paying obeisances. Aham Dhimahi. I pay obeisances. I pay obeisances to whom? Who is the object? The paying obeisances is going to whom? That is the result. Is going to whom? That is going to object. That is nothing but Param. That is Param. Satyam. Why I am saying two things? Here is only one object is possible. But I am saying two. But one object only is there. But there is adjective also is there. Aham Dhimahi. Aham Satyam Dhimahi. I pay obeisances to Satyam. And this Satyam is glorified. Satyam is having the adjectives. What is adjective? Adjective means, like you see, beautiful, red. That means red rose. A red rose, if you say, a rose is a flower actually. It is the object. And what is the adjective for this? Redness. If you say beautiful, then it is one more adjective you are adding. So beautiful red rose. So you can see even subject also can have adjectives. Object also can have adjectives. So that's the basic structure of this sloka is what? Aham Satyam Dhimahi. Aham is the subject. Satyam is the object. Dhimahi is the verb. In English language, if you translate, I pay obeisances to Satyam. To Satyam. So that's why in the English language, we follow subject, verb, and object. Subject is I, verb is paying obeisances, object is what? To Satyam. Okay. This is very important. Huh? Try to understand this sloka, then you'll understand the commentary in a better way. If sloka is not clear, then commentary also going here and there. Will go here and there. So that's why, okay. Aham Satyam Dhimahi. And that Satyam is what? That Satyam is Param. That Satyam is Param. What is Satyam? You may get doubt. Then this Srimad Bhagavatam is nothing but what? Upanishad. It is the essence of all the Upanishads. And also one more important point, this Dhimahi word is the Gayatri mantra. Because the Dhimahi word is existing means Dhimahi word always exists in the Gayatri mantra only. So that's why this in this sloka, Dhimahi word is there means this is a Gayatri mantra. Srimad Bhagavatam begins with the Gayatri mantra and also ends with the Gayatri mantra. Beginning and ending both are Gayatri mantra. And inside is also Gayatri mantra. What an explanation. Why it is Gayatri mantra? Because Gayatri mantra is the bija, is the root of all the Vedas. Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of all the Vedas. How can you say? Because Srimad Bhagavatam is beginning with the Gayatri mantra and ending with the Gayatri mantra. Beginning and ending is the Gayatri mantra means in between also is the explanation of Gayatri mantra. So the Gayatri mantra, what is the significance of Gayatri mantra? Gayatri mantra is the root of all the Vedas, all the Vedic knowledge. That means Srimad Bhagavatam is the root for all the Vedic knowledge. Everything is there. Anyway, that is a side point. Now come to our main Anvaya. We are rearranging the subject, verb and object. Satyam Param Dhimahi is over. Then after that, what is this remaining sloka? That means to make a sentence, subject, verb and object is sufficient, enough. Then you are seeing the so many words in this. Janma, Dyasyato, Anvayaditaratascha, Deshabhignaswarat. What is this? Then you have to understand these are all either adjectives for the subject or otherwise adjectives for the object. Verb is not having any adjective. Sometimes that means Kriya Visheshan. Very rarely it will be having some adjectives. Okay. So Param is the adjective for the object only. Object is nothing but Satyam. If you give 1 minute, so I will just connect my pen so that I can write and show to you, all of you. Just 1 minute. So Satyam Param Dhimahi. This is everyone able to see my screen? Yes. Okay. Satyam Param Dhimahi. What I said, this is verb and Satyam is object and Param is also adjective for the object. And what is the subject? Subject is not there in that sloka, but you should assume subject is Aham. Okay, I'll try to use the diacritics. Okay. Then what about the remaining part of the sloka? That remaining part is explaining about the either those are all the adjectives for the object or the subject. But here subject is not there. So that's why we don't find any adjective for the subject also. Because subject is not mentioned in the sloka, but you should assume. So also there is, then definitely there will be no adjectives for the Visheshanas. There will be no Visheshana for the subject also. Okay, then remaining everything is the adjective or Visheshana for the object only. Dhamna svena sada nirasta gokam. This is one adjective. Janmadhyasya yataha. This is one more. Janmadhyasya yataha anvayad itaratascha. Itarascha artheshu. Till here. Artheshu. This is one adjective of the for the object. Abhignaha. Abhignaha is one more. This is Abhignaha is there. Swarat is one more is there. Tene Brahma Hrudayadi Kavaye. That means this is one more. This is one more adjective. Yat Sorayaha Muhyanti. This is one more. Tejo Vari Mrudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrisha. This is one more. Total is one. Total is one. These are all what? Visheshanas for the object. Okay. Now we'll see the meanings of each. So if you restructure is Aham, Satyam, Dhimahi. So then it is having the adjectives. And this is also one. Param. So Param. Sorry. Param. What is the meaning of Param? Param means beyond the material creation. Simple meaning you can see. So, but you see here every Acharya give the different meanings for the Param. See that now today we that means in our sessions we are going to study Viśwanātha Chakra Thakur commentary. Na? Viśwanātha Chakra Thakur commentary is giving the 5 explanations for this sloka. How many? 5 explanations. Total 5 explanations he is giving. That means he take the sloka one time and he will give the one kind of explanation, second, third, fourth, fifth. All the 5 different kinds of explanations. That means one Acharya is giving for one sloka 5 different kinds of the explanations. We'll see all these 5. Okay. So, but we are now just understanding the basic meaning of this sloka. But we are not going for the Viśwanātha Chakra Thakur. It needs next. That means after seeing the basic meaning, then we'll go for the Viśwanātha Chakra Thakur's explanation in the next class. So first of all, understand properly the sloka. If you don't understand, then explanation on the sloka given by the acharyas also will be difficult to understand. It will become difficult to understand. Okay. So now Param means what? Sridhar Swami says that Param means Parameshwaram. Param means Parameshwara. That means Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, and Viśwanātha Chakra Thakur will give various meanings. 5 different meanings he is going to give for the Param and for everything. So that's why I'm not mentioning all those. When that commentary we study or read, at that time we'll see. Okay. First of all, param means so beyond the material thing. Param means no, param. That means beyond the material things. So what is Satyam? Satyam means which is eternal. Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam, Brahma. Upanishads, what they are saying, whatever the Satyam, that's Taittiriya Upanishad. Taittiriya Upanishad is saying Satyam, Gnanam, Anantam, Brahma. This is the Upanishad statement, Taittiriya Upanishad statement. This is. In Taittiriya Upanishad, it is from the, I think, Anandavalli. It is from the Anandavalli. So whatever the Satyam, that is Gnanam, that is Anantam, that is Brahma. So that's why you have the word Satyam in this sloka. So, but from the Taittiriya Upanishad, whatever the Satyam, that is Gnanam, Anantam, and also Brahma. So by this Satyam clue, using the Taittiriya Upanishad statement, you are coming to know that Satyam is nothing but what? Brahman, that is absolute truth. Like this, you should understand actually. Huh? So Acharyas also, I'm not explaining by my own, it is given by the Acharyas only. Just in an overall way, I'm saying, without mentioning the particular Acharya who said this meaning. But this is the approach actually, you should. So here the Satyam is hinting us, so by the help of the Taittiriya Upanishad, understanding Brahman. It is hinting to Brahman. So that's it, that Brahman is Param and Dhimahi. That means as the what is saying, I pay my obeisances to the Satya means Brahman. That Brahman is what? So Brahman is nothing but the Bhagavan. Vadanti tattva vidas tattvam is gnanam advayam. Brahmeti paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdyate. That Brahman is known as Paramatma and that is also Bhagavan. So that's why Bhagavan. Who is that Bhagavan? Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. Yete cham shakalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. That Bhagavan is nothing but Krishna. So anyway, that whole discussion will come later. So Satyam Param Dhimahi. That means I pay obeisances to the Krishna. That means this sloka, in this Namaskaratmaka Mangalacharanam this is. So this is the first adjective. Next, one more adjective is there. Dhamna Srena Sada Nirasta Kuhukam. Kuhukam means false arguments. That means whatever this Satyam is there, this Satyam, what it is doing? It is Nirasta Kuhukam. It is destroying all the time. Sada means all the time. Srena means own. Dhamna means potency. That means this Krishna or the absolute truth is destroying all the false argumentation, or otherwise destroying the ignorance. Kuhukam means you can take ignorance. The Sada means always, Swena means by own, Dhamna means effulgence, or otherwise influence. You can take any meaning actually. That means that's why this total is becoming the one more Visheshana. That means Vasudeva is paying obeisances to the Satyam. What kind of Satyam? That Satyam is destroying or dispelling the ignorance. By what? By its own potency. When? All the time. So, okay, this is the basic meaning. But how Acharya is describing these meanings, we'll see in his commentary. Very nicely, he will be explaining. Okay, this is over. This is the second one. Dhamna Svena Sada Nirasta Kokam. This is the second. And this is one. Param is one Visheshana, second Visheshana. That means Vasudeva wants to pay obeisances to that Satyam, which is destroying the ignorance by its own effulgence all the time. Okay, next. Second one, we'll take this one. Third one. Janmadhyasya yato anvayad itarataschardeshu. Janmadi asya. Asya means whatever is just close to you, that is known as asya. idam. So idam sasti is asya. So what is that close to you? That is this material world, jagat. So that's why asya means you should take as jagat. Janmadi asya. That means asya means jagat of this material world. Janmadi means creation, maintenance, and destruction. The creation, maintenance, and destruction of this material world. Yataha means from whom? So, from whom this creation and maintenance and destruction of this material world is happening. That means Krishna, I pay obeisances to, Vasudev is saying, I pay obeisances to that absolute truth. That what? Which Yatha means which is the cause. Yatha means which is the cause for creation and maintenance and destruction of this material world. This material creation. What kind of cause? Anvayad itaratascha. Anvayad itaratascha. So you should take actually this Visheshana till here. Anvayad itaratascha. Till here you should take. And next Ardheshu Abhignaha you take as another one. Ardheshu Abhignaha as another one. Sorry, yeah. Ardheshu Abhignaha as one. So that's why from whom the creation, maintenance, and destruction of this material world is happening. And he is what kind of cause? He is the cause. Anvayad itaratascha. That means he is the material cause and also he is the immediate cause. That means he is the Upadana Karanam and also he is Nimitta Karanam. What is Upadana Karanam and Nimitta Karanam? You may ask this question. Upadana Karanam means, so which is like you take a pot, and to make a pot we need mud, and also we need the person, potter. Here potter is the Nimitta Karanam. Potter is known as Nimitta Karanam. And mud is Upadana Karanam. Mud is Upadana Karanam. So that means what? Krishna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, absolute truth, is Satyam, is Anvayad or Itaratascha. That means it is the Upadana Karanam and also it is Nimitta Karanam. In the case of the pot, Upadana Karanam is different and Nimitta Karanam is different and Upadana Karanam is different. Mud and potter both are different. But in the case of the creation of this material creation, Upadana Karanam and Nimitta Karanam is only Lord. What is the best example? That's a spider. Spider is the best example. Spider is making the web, cobweb. Cobweb it is making. So who is the Upadana Karanam? Who is making, what material is used here? Some material is used. That material coming from where? That is also coming from the spider. And who is making? Spider only is making. Spider is the Upadana Karanam and the Nimitta Karanam of the cobweb. Similarly, Lord is the Upadana Karanam and the Nimitta Karanam of creation of this material world. That much is said. This is the basic meaning. And next, Ardheshu Abhignaha. Ardheshu Abhignaha means he knows everything. Abhignaha means he is knower of everything. Knower of everything. That means Vasudev is saying, I am paying obeisances to that person who is knower of everything. That is the meaning. Everything you should, that means because these are all adjectives of the object. So that's why you should link. Next, he is Swarat. What? He is a Swarat. Svenaiva Rajate. That means he is not dependent on anyone. He is a Swarat. That means he is cause for himself. Ishvara Paramah Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause for all the causes and there is no cause for him. You may ask, who is the cause for the absolute truth? If he is having the cause, then he cannot be absolute truth. Since it is absolute truth, then you should not ask the further cause. So I will take questions. Actually, I'm really give me 5-6 minutes and I will take questions. Okay, he is the cause of the all the causes. Sārārtha, that means Sveneva Rajate. Next to Tene Brahma Hrudaya Adi Kavaye. So here, this is the also verb, but this is not the main verb. This verb is related to this adjective. That means this whole is becoming the adjective for this main object that is Satyam. So that's why it is the not the main verb. Tene means expanding or the revealing. So Yaha, that means the one who Adikava to Brahmaji, to Lord Brahma, Hruday, that means in the heart, or through the heart. Brahma means the Vedic literature. Tene means revealed. That means this absolute truth revealed Vedas. Brahma means Vedas in the heart, through the heart. That means through the only with the Sankalpa. Lord had the Sankalpa. Hruda means so through the Sankalpa, through his Sankalpa, or otherwise you can take in this way also. In the heart of the Brahmaji. So Yaha means the one who is who? That this who is relating with what? Object. That means that Krishna revealed the Vedas in the heart of the Brahmaji. Revealed means Tene. So to that personality, I pay my obeisances. The person who, that means the person who is saying that is Yaha is coming. Who revealed Vedic literature in the heart of Brahmaji. Next, Muhyanti Yat Surayaha. Yat means Yataha, from whom? Muhyanti Surayaha. By seeing whom everyone, even the great people also get the bewilderment. To that personality, I pay my obeisances, as they say. So, example like Brahmaji. Brahmaji also got bewildered by seeing the beautiful form of the Krishna. So that's why Lord's Leelas are such a way, even the great, so learned people also get the bewilderment. His personality is like that. Next, final one. Tejo Varimrudam Yatha Vinimayo Yatra Trisargo Mrusha. Yatra Trisargo Mrusha. First of all, before understanding the Trisarga, you should go through this. Tejo Varimrudam Yatha Vinimaya. You can see the interchanging of the properties of the Teja means the fire, Vari means the water, Mrda means the mud. Because of the illusion, we see the interchanging of these properties. Example, Teja means the fire. In the summer season, hot summer season, if you are traveling on the road, far distance you might be seeing the fire, and you will be thinking there is the water. You will be seeing in the fire the properties of water. Out of illusion you are seeing. It is not the truth. It is not the Yathartha Gnanam. It is not the actual knowledge. Yes, you are seeing the fire now. In the water, the properties of water you are seeing in the fire, in the mirage. So mirage looks like water. Mirage is what? Fire. It is Teja, is a fire. And also Vari, Mrudam. Sometimes you'll be seeing the Vari, Mrudam. In the water, you'll be seeing the mud. So sometimes water is becoming like solid, like in the form of ice. And you may think it is a mud, or it is some solid. Okay. It is also because of the illusion. Vari Mrudam. And Mrudam Vari, sometimes we see like glass slab is there. So like a solid glass slab. And if you see the side of that, you'll be seeing it looking like a water. Water is inside. but actually there is no water. That is a completely is a glass. Glass is nothing but mud. Okay. Example, best example for these interchanges, seeing the other properties in other thing because of illusion. In the Leela, that's Duryodhan, when he comes to the Maya Sabha in Indraprastha, then he will be bewildered actually, completely. The Maya Sabha is such a fine architecture was used. He was seeing the water where there is no water, and seeing the water, and he's just lifting his dhoti, and thinking that his dhoti maybe become wet, but there is no water. But he's thinking that there is no water, but there is water, because he is getting the bewilderment. So this kind of yatha vinimaya means you can see the interchanging of these properties out of illusion. In the same way, yatha means in the same way, yatra trisargo musha. People by seeing the Krishna's beautiful form, they think that it is also out of Pancha Mahabhutas. It is also body made up of us. It is also like our body, which is made up of these Pancha Mahabhutas. But actually, it is not made up of Panch. It is Mrusha. Trisarga Mrusha. That means seeing the Yatra means in the Lord Krishna, seeing that means his body is out of material modes, is nothing but what? Is a Mrusha, is the illusion. Like how you are seeing the water in the fire. Yatha Vinimaya Teja. So that means his beautiful form bewilders us. The who are not devotees, they are getting bewildered. To that kind of personality, I pay my obeisances. So like this, Vasudev is paying obeisances. So I hope all you understood the basic meaning of this sloka. So quickly you can ask the 2-3 questions, and all the time is over. Sorry, actually I'm a little late first today. So you can ask the questions, so then we can wind up the class. And if anyone wants to leave, they can leave. The official class is over. Sorry, actually I didn't give the time today because only introduction class this is. And this now topic is over. So if anyone wants to ask questions, they can ask. I have time. Yes, Charulata Mother. Thank you. Okay, I will give the permission to everyone to unmute by yourself. So you can raise your hands or don't come everyone with one time. So you can ask the one by one. I will take the names and one by one. Okay. Okay, Charulata Mother. Yes.
Hare Krishna Gurudev Pranam. Thank you for such a wonderful vegetarian class. Thank you so much. Prabhuji, I was wondering, in the last line of this verse, it says Satyam Param Dhimahi.
Yes.
It does not say Ramam Param Dhimahi. It does not say Krishnam Param Dhimahi. It does not say Narayan Param Dhimahi. It says Satyam Param Dhimahi. Can you please explain? Obviously, you did mention something, but more clearly, can you please say why Satyam? Why not Ramam or Krishnam or Narayanam?
Yeah. So this will be coming in the Viśwanātha Thakur's commentary. So in 5 explanations, we'll be seeing the 5 different ways, 5 different meanings for the Satyam. So we can see one time as a final time. Finally, in the 5th explanation, he says Satyam means Bhakti. In first, he'll say Satyam means Krishna. And also he says Satyam means the Krishna Prema. Satyam means he'll show the Radha Krishna. And Satyam, he says the Bhakti. So that depends upon our Acharya's commentary, you should understand. Here, so Satyam, Vasudev is not mentioning directly here, but it is very obviously is understandable in the further explanations, because whatever the Satyam, that is nothing but what? So from the clue, we can get the clue from the word Satyam is indicating the Brahman or otherwise Bhagavan. How to understand this? So Taittiriya Upanishad is saying Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. The whatever Satyam, that is the Gnanam, that is Anantam, and that is Brahma. So because anyone who is studying the Bhagavatam, definitely you might have studied the Upanishads also. That not necessarily, but Acharyas they read and they take the Satyam is Brahman from the we are getting clue from the Upanishad. And now that Satyam is Brahman. And what is that Brahman? You can see another place of the scriptures. Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam as gnanam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavaniti shabdyate. That Brahman is nothing but what? That Brahman is Bhagavan. Then who is Bhagavan? Then Krishna's dete chamsa kalapamsa Krishna's to Bhagavan swayam. Bhagavan is Krishna. So that's why Krishna, that means Krishnam dhimahi. Like this you can derive. So, but acharyas are deriving in many ways. This is the one derivation I told. But many derivations are there. We are going to study all those according to the Śrīla Viśwanātha. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yes. Amo going, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhu, it's me. Thank you for your wonderful explanation, Prabhu. Prabhu, can we get the recording of your classes?
Yeah. Yes, definitely we are recording and that will be uploaded to the YouTube.
So when it will be, means within 2-3 days, or it will take time, Prabhu?
Yeah. Within 1 or 2 days, it will take maximum 1 or 2 days. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Archana Bhakti Mother. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Archana.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, the last part that you explained about Yatra Trisargo Mrisha, you said that Krishna's beautiful form, which is actually transcendental, is misunderstood by people as being material. But
Yes.
in the translation, Srila Prabhupada explains that this material world appears to be factual. So we can take it both ways.
Yeah. We will see those explanations. We can take both ways. Amrusha, you can make the sandhi there. So avagra lopa. So then yatra trisargo amrusha. Like that also you can take. Yatra trisargo amrusha. So like that also you can take. And it's both are correct.
Okay. Thank you.
Next, Radha Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thanks for a wonderful class. Prabhu, it is clear that because in the mirage there is no water and one thinks is water. That is, but at that point of time, actually, it is somewhat thinking is water is really an illusion. But one thing in Bhagavata, we see somebody who is in the mode of goodness, he sees things as they are. But we also know water comes from the fire. If he is thinking like that, how exactly? I mean, so can you?
Yes, Prabhu. Here, what he said, he is not seeing the water in the fire out of the creation, out of the knowledge of the creation. He's not seeing the water out of the factual knowledge. The real knowledge is what? So from the sky, so next air comes, and from the air, fire comes, and from the fire, water comes, and from the water, so earth comes. So this is the sequence of the creation, actually. So in the philosophical understanding, if you see, so then according to the philosophy, yes, seeing the water in the fire is a real. That's the knowledge. But here, that is done by the scholar. That means a vidwan, a learned person. But here, people are seeing water in the fire is out of illusion, actually. So that's why we are taking this case, not that first case.
Yeah, understood. That case is, but only because someone, if he's seeing is how to understand. Is it the present situation point of view? The point is correct, but who is thinking like that? Water also.
And also Prabhu. And also he is seeing water in the mud, and also mud in the water. That is also happening. So by seeing the glass, so he is seeing water. That means that bubbles. When you break the glass, actually, if you see the edge, there will be looking like some bubbles. It looks like water. So that case is explained. Actually, that's that case we should take for the present explanation of this sloka, but not the philosophical one. Is seeing the out of proper knowledge is seeing that we should not take, because the purpose we should see, why other road. Yeah.
Yes,
okay. Next, Sudhanshu Prabhu.
This upadan kana means something which is itself getting transformed, na Prabhu?
Yeah, which is the basic material is the cause for that formation of that object, like mud, which is the turning into the form of object. That is known as upadana.
So, just example, those who are impersonalists, they just accept upadan karanam, not nimitta karanam. Is it so?
They accept, yeah. So Lord as is the Maya Vachana Chaitanyam, or otherwise Vidya Pratbimbita Chaitanyam. So a Chaitanyam which is reflecting on the Vidya, and they consider it is also, that means Lord body is also out of the Maya, and Maya is also cause for the creation, is a Upadana Karanam. So their Mayavadi's philosophy is completely very different actually. So they accept Lord as Vivartavada actually. That is a Vivartavada. That is another philosophy. So they don't consider the Upadana or Nimitta. It's a Vivartavada actually. That is a different philosophy. Their explanation of creation is very different from the Vaishnavas.
Just for example, I want to understand. Like we understand now that Parvati made Ganesha out of his this we can say Ubtan or all these things. So in that case, Parvati is also Upadan Karanam for Ganesha.
No,
Just
those are all
in
not,
case of
is not coming from her
spider.
Yes, spider is the best example, not the Parvati, because he is not coming from our body. So spider is the best example everywhere in the Shastra. So Urna Nabi means spider. Spider example is given to make understand. Okay,
because that baby is coming out of the mouth of the saliva of the spider.
Yeah, yes. Which is non-different from the spider. Material, whatever is coming, is non-different from the spider. So that's why spider is only Upadana and spider is only the Nimitta Karana, both. Yeah. Okay. So we'll end our session, today's session, and day after tomorrow, Thursday, we all meet and kind. So I'm really very much thankful for all of you. So I might have committed some mistaken philosophy, or I taught maybe if something wrong is there, so please let me know. So I will correct it, and I pay once again my thanks for all of you. So for kind and patient hearing. Vancha kalpatarupyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Prema.
His Grace Venu Gopal Prabhu ki jai.
Thank you so much.
I am ending the session here. Hari.